Hey guys, what's going on? It's Double Team. We're back again, coming at you. Sorry about the long wait. We were on a vacation. We had took about 4.5 days in Florida. So we're back and now we're ready to talk to you guys about our experience and how it was. So first off, we went on, what was it, on Sunday or we left on?
We left Saturday night towards it was Sunday around like 2 a.m. we left. And we actually drove to Florida, which is the worst thing you can possibly do.
Asterisks, or air quotes, whatever you want to call it. Never drive to Florida in your life. It is the worst. Okay, so, okay, continue. I'm just letting you know. Just don't do it. Disclaimer. Go ahead.
I know we had promised to bring y'all a review over a restaurant here in Houston, but we were kind of short on time on trying to pack and prepare ourselves for our trip, which was pretty hectic. So that day, me and him had both worked. We hadn't slept all night. So technically, I had been up for 36 hours already, including...
Look at her just exaggerating again.
I'm not exaggerating.
Anyway, continue.
So I had been up since Friday. I had been up... When did we leave? Saturday?
We left at 2 or 3-ish, 3 in the morning on Sunday morning at 3 o'clock. Okay, and mind you, we had both kids, Cameron and Michael, with us, and we got them in the car, and we had already packed up and everything like that a couple days before. So we got them in the car, and it was, mind you, from here to Orlando, Florida is about 14 hours and change worth of driving. So with kids, mind you, 10 and 7 respectively, it was going to take us another hour and a half because we got to stop, they got to pee and whatnot. You know,
they were actually pretty good at trying to hold themselves and trying not ask for anything. We did pack a huge bag full of snacks, which Mr. Rose over here actually ate most of it.
You get hungry when you're driving, okay? I'm just letting you know. So anyway, so we did drive. It took us about 2 hours to get from Houston to about Lake Charles, Louisiana, and then from there it was pretty good enough drive. But the thing that kills you because we've driven to Florida before years ago, but when you get to Florida itself, once you get to the Panhandle, it really takes a very long time before you get to the point where you drive south to Orlando. So by the time we got to the Panhandle, you know, we're getting to Florida, and it's just taking forever. You know, I'm looking at her, she's looking at me, and I'm like, is this ever gonna end? So we finally get to the point where we just go south, and you know, and once you get there, it's another 3 to 4 hours before you even get to Orlando. So we're driving, and I'm getting sleepy. I'm all over the place. I'm like, can you take over, please? He's like, you need me to take over? I'm like, no, I got it.
The thing with us driving is that he's able to nap while I'm driving. I'm not allowed to nap because he will fall asleep behind the wheel.
She think I'm gonna kill us. It's gonna be right. I'm gonna leave it in the Lord's hands, and he gonna take care of us. Okay.
No, he will fall asleep behind the wheel. I don't even trust my life on that. I don't. And mind you, I took over throughout the night on the way there because he didn't even last none but 3-4 hours the most. And he's like, oh, can you take over? I'm falling asleep. So I took over. I'm used to kind of being asleep at night because, you know, I go to work overnight. So it wasn't a big issue for me. But yeah.
But eventually we got there, and the hotel that I had picked out for us, I went over like 3 or 4 hotels in the area around Orlando. I didn't want to go to the resorts because they're a little too pricey, and I thought we were going to spend the majority of our cash or what we saved up at the park. So I was like, let me get something that's outside of the park. So we got a hotel. It's called the Point Hotel in Orlando. It was pretty good. It wasn't too expensive. I think all around I spent, what was it, like $480? I think the final receipt was, because we left a day early. So it was about $480 for 2 nights, and we had it wasn't a suite, but it was a good double king bed size room, enough for us. We didn't spend too much time in the hotel room, but we got there, we slept that night, and then we woke up early to go to the Orlando parks, or Universal parks. So we went to the first Universal Studios first, and let me say, I'm glad we got up early because the parks open at 8 o'clock?
They open at 8. We got there around 10. And
that was the second day. The first day we got there at 9:30-ish, or about 9. We got there around 9:30. But mind you, it had only been an hour and a half since the park had opened, and the lines were already like a 50-minute wait. Yeah, everything you go to.
So it's pretty ridiculous. I think I loved the whole experience, but the lines were a bit ridiculous. I mean, we spent there dying in the lines with just sweating our butts off, just waiting to get on the ride, and the ride would only last like a minute or two, and we're like, well, okay, there goes the whole hour. So we did spend like 6 to 7 hours every day, well, the 2 days at the park, just walking and waiting.
So if you ever go to Orlando, the only thing I would say is that if you're thinking about going to Universal Studios, or the other park you're going to was it Islands of Adventures, I would recommend you go in. I've heard and I've talked to people, you know, April and May, people where I was in line with, you know, those are the best 2 months out of the year to go, because at this point we went on to late July, early August. You know, people are at this point, they're at vacation mode and they're about to go back to school, go back to their regular scheduled lives. Really, you know, they put their life on hold for a little while because it's summertime. You know, at this point we're bumping shoulders with everybody, because everybody named mama, sister, and their grandmama there. You know, so you're going to spend the majority of your times just kind of sitting around in line, you know, waiting on, looking at other people. You know, we're like, you know, I've been in this line for about 20 minutes, you know, or this or that, you know, so it did take a long time. The whole experience as a whole was nice. I liked it, you know, the kids enjoyed it, but you know, when you take young kids, or if you have kids, you know, it's going to be a little hectic for them, because number one, there's a lot of walking. Number two, there's a lot of waiting. You're going to spend the majority of your time waiting for a ride. Like you said, it was going to last you about anywhere from about 45 seconds to about 3 minutes, you know. So at that point, as an adult, you may not think it's really all that worth it, but again, we went for the children's sake, you know, because they wanted to go. You know,
as a grown-up, I will go without kids.
Yes.
If I were to go personally, I wouldn't go there without the kids, but if I were to go, I should not go with them.
Yes. So exactly, like the kids, I'm not saying that it made it worse by any means. They just, it does, you have to be a lot more patient, because again, they're kids, they have smaller feet, you know, they're not used to being in the sun for so long. We spent all day in the sun. It was sunny all day, you know, so we were there a total of what, 5.5 to 6 hours almost.
No, 6 to 7.
Okay, 6 and 7. Okay, yeah. That was the first day. So the first day, the second day we weren't there as long, but for this first day, you sure? Anyways, you don't know what you're talking about. The first day we were there for a good chunk of time. We didn't leave until like 5:45 to 6 o'clock at night, and we had got there again at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. You know, so the next thing I'll say is the price. How do you feel about the price?
The price was a bit expensive for the park itself. It was way too expensive.
How much did we pay again?
We paid around like $950 for a pack of 2 days, 2 parks. That's a lot of money.
I mean, not for us. I mean, I don't know about y'all's income, but our pocket's pretty, they're not that deep yet, but they gonna be. I'm just saying, you know, for us at this time, we didn't save as much as we thought we should have, but you know, we were able to have a good time on a smaller budget.
So just overall, between the park, the hotel, that was about, we're looking at like $1,300, $1,400.
Okay.
Not including the car rental. We did rent a minivan because I recently got this car, so I didn't want to put miles on it. So we ran a minivan, which was perfect when you have kids or where you're taking more people. I think that's the perfect thing, because they were able to fall asleep in the car, which was another $400. So overall,
I mean, like I said, we just get spending money and money and money. The saving grace though was that we brought our own snacks, so on the trip up there we didn't have to waste too much money on buying outside food. The one thing we had to waste, or not waste money, but use money on, was just actually filling up gas. So we had plenty of snacks, you know, but the way back was a little different. So I would say always bring enough snacks. If you're bringing kids with you, bring lots and lots of snacks so that they don't have to, you know, buy Whataburger, McDonald's,
or leave at night, because they spend their time sleeping. They don't ask for food, they don't ask for anything. On the way back, we did leave during the daytime, so they were hungry the whole time.
Cameron was like, Papi, I'm hungry, can we eat this, can we eat that? I'd be turning around.
My son is another him. Every time I turn around, I was the one driving, I turn around to both of them, they're over there just scarfing all the food down throughout the entire
You get
ride.
bored when, okay,
and then when it's
driving,
my turn to not drive and I go look at the bag, there ain't nothing for me to eat. So I'm over here eating air.
She's real picky about her snacks, and it's simple. There's goldfish in there. There was there was Cheez-Its in there. There was Pringles. She acting like there's no snacks in there. She acting like she don't know.
Those are plain. I don't like
plain
them.
Snack. Again, they're snacks, right? I mean, you can eat them, right? They're edible, right? Anyway, overall, how would you rate the experience that we had out of 10 stars? Out of 10 stars. 10 stars. No, better. I'm sorry. 5 stars. Give me 5, because I'm sure 10 is pretty high. So 5 stars. Would you go back anytime soon, or would you go back at all?
I'm worn out. I need a vacation from this vacation.
So give me how many stars?
I give it a 3.
3? Solid 3 out of 5?
Yeah.
Okay. I probably give it a 2.5. I get 2.5. Again, we're adults. You know, again, it was a cool experience, but I think this is more for the children's sake than anything else. So 2.5 out of 5.
I mean, there was other things that we did want to do, but we didn't get the chance to do. But I did search them up to see if we have them here. So there's one thing that we do have planned to do, and that we do plan on recording. That's pretty cool.
We'll
So
share
I'm
with you guys. We'll
excited.
share with you
I'm
guys.
excited once we do plan it and everything. I am excited. And we are going to be posting a video here soon about going to one of the restaurants. It's August week, just to let y'all know. I want to say, my best friend's the one that told me, so I want to say, I don't know if it's like the first 2 weeks of August, something like that, but there's a lot of restaurants that do show up. I want to say it's about 23 restaurants that
We're not gonna get them all, but we gonna get a good handful.
that do they do something about like their own little menu during this time that they make it cheaper. It's just for you to have some tastings of what they serve. So it's like restaurant week in
Okay.
Houston.
I don't know. It's all her. I don't know. I'm along for the ride. I'm along for the ride. I'll participate.
I'm not
I'm here. I'm here.
sure.
You know. But regardless, our next video that we're gonna post is gonna be a lot sooner than a week and a half after our first one. So we'll post this one, and then our third video will be our restaurant review. Spoiler: it's gonna be an Italian restaurant. So we'll come at you which review will be, and then we're gonna have all nice what we think about it, the tasting, the pricing, and everything. We'll break it down for you guys.
So here's what it is. It is restaurant weeks. It's Houstonians will have plenty of chances to dine at 5-star rated restaurants for cheap come August. Yeah, that's what that is.
So we'll mess around with that. We may stitch that into the third video, but again, the third video will be about a restaurant that we chose, that we went to, and we're gonna give you our thoughts and everything like that. So please, again, like, let us know what you guys want us to do, and like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know, please let us know how you guys like the video. Give us your feedback. Anything
We're gonna
else?
go ahead and post some videos attached to this, just so y'all can see of the little things that we did do in Florida.
And we'll have a better thumbnail for those of you who commented on that. I remember, I see you. I seen you.
Okay, I
seen
had
you.
told them to change it, but he didn't change it. It looks so weird.
Again, we're new at this, so we didn't know what we were doing. We just was like,
Make me
post
look
it,
bad.
post it. She looks perfect all the time. She's 100%. She don't believe it, but I believe it. She's my queen 100% all the time. So we got you guys. So please comment, like, subscribe. Thank you guys for being supportive. See you guys next time. Double team out.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
It's still recording.
Oh, dang.
So Mike, talk to me. How do you feel about the last day being here?
It's been hot, and it's been cool. I mean, the Atlanta, Florida is really cool, but you gotta have a lot of money to be balling out here.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
and look,
Got to be deep in the pockets. I'm not saying I am broke, but I'm not deep in the pockets yet. So it's been kind of rough. And did I mention it's been really hot? It's been really, really hot.
It's been ridiculous hot.
I think I've lost about 4 pounds just walking around. Between 2 days, I think I've walked like 50,000 steps.
And we haven't really eaten any
we
food.
have walked 50,000 steps.
Yeah, you think so?
Yep.
Yep.
How do you feel, Cameron, about this trip?
Good.
Good? That's it?
Yeah. Great.
Great. What else?
That's it.
Are you happy we finally brought you?
Yes.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
That's all I have.
That's all you have for today? Okay. Love you. Love you.